Hello. Today I'd like to talk you through a really simple air-filled design that is made of very few components, really simple to put together in a matter of minutes, makes a good centerpiece or delivery idea, but one which you can add to and tweak and change very easily to make it fit almost any theme, any colour, and you can keep sort of adding to it to increase the value and the perceived effect of the whole thing. So I'm going to start off very simply with a cluster of five 5-inch balloons. These are Sempertex Reflex Crystal Red, and they are inflated to 5 inches. I'm going to wrap those onto a weight. So if you hold your weight in one hand, hold the tassel in one hand with the weight sticking out like that, put it between two of the balloons in the cluster, wrap those balloons over each other, and now we have the weight on one side, the tassel on the other, and it's nice and firmly attached. Another cluster of 4, this time it's Sempertex Reflex Gold, 5-inch, but inflated to 3 inches. Take the neck of one of them, sit the cluster on the top there, and just use the neck, wrap it round a few times to attach it nice and firmly to create the base. Air-filled standard foil. This is an anagram Satin Lux Sangria, and I'm just literally going to use the neck of the balloon and pull it through the clusters like this so that it sits nice and tight, then back up again and wrap a couple of balloons around it to anchor it in place, and that will hold it firmly enough at the moment. Then, to add a little bit of detail to this and to further secure the heart, if you take about a metre of decorative ribbon, any ribbon will do, I'm just using a narrow gold ribbon here, and then take the middle of that and pull it through so that it comes up between two of the smaller balloons like that, in the front and the back, and then just tie it on top of the balloon. And that will just make sure that the balloon is firmly anchored to the base, but it adds a nice extra detail to it. Take 2 more 5-inch balloons, we've got small Crystal Red and Reflex Gold, inflate them large, let them down and tie them so that they're really squashy, and then tie the knot nice and tight and cut off the bits you don't want, because what we're going to do with these is to twist them in half. So if you hold them like this and push the knot, push the two sides together, so the knot's in the middle, and then twist. Don't worry too much about getting the two halves exactly the same, but you can adjust it before you sort of twist a lot. If you leave it a little bit, you can squeeze air from one side into the other, backwards and forwards, to get the sizing right, but it's not necessary to get them absolutely identical. Twist in half, stick it between two of your fingers so that it doesn't come undone, and repeat it with this one, and then twist those two together to make a mini cluster, and that is going to sit on the top like this, held in place just by wrapping one end of the ribbon through it. And then to finish it off, we'll just use 2 bows. One is slightly bigger than the other. I'm going to put the smaller one at the top here, tied round with curling ribbon, and use the curling ribbon to hold it in place, and the larger one at the base here. So again, pull the curling ribbon through from front to back, sit it where you want it, and wrap the ribbon around. And basically there is your simple design, and then you can take it from here. You can either leave it as it is, because it's quite good enough on its own, or enhance it in any way you like. There's plenty of space either side for personalisation with vinyl, for instance, or different ribbons, different colours, different accessories will give you lots of different looks. So here we've got a selection of different ideas. There are so many more. Just use your imagination, your creativity, but we've got one with modelling balloons and curling ribbon, with flower garlands, with wire beaded garlands and satin ribbon, with wired ribbon curls and flowers and things, and added a helium bouquet on this one. The potential for upselling this simple design is huge.